Hello lads and ladies, and welcome to this and welcome back for another video on the channel. Today we are back for some more League One content on the channel. Now I am going to rank my favourite player from every 24 League One clubs. Now of course there's players that we don't like from each club, and of course there's a player that we might like, or we may wanted our club to sign, or we're a little bit respectful for the career path that they've had. And there are a lot of players out there, especially at a lot of football clubs, that I respect. I respect every club in this league for different reasons. I'm going to rank my favourite players. Let me know yours down below as well. If you're new to the channel, please like this video and subscribe. It would really mean a lot. We're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers as quickly as possible. So at Accrington, I've gone for Sean McConville, an assist maker. He can cross with both feet. He can score goals. He can play behind the front two or a front one. He can play on either side. He can play wing back for you. He's very versatile. He's proper Accrington, and he's been there years, and you can tell what a player he makes. And they're a much better team when they've got him in this side, and he got the most assists at this league last year, and that says a lot about his quality. Next up, Barnsley. Now, I like a lot of Barnsley players, but I've gone for Adam Phillips, who they signed just recently as well, the former Morecambe man, and he's also been at Accrington as well. His career's been full of loans, but I've always wanted him at Fleetwood. I think he's a midfielder that can get box to box, good passer of the ball, can score goals, can assist goals, and that's what you need if you want to be at the top end of the table. Next up, Bolton. I've gone for Connor Bradley. Now, I like a lot of Bolton players. Your Dion Charles, your James Trafford, who I think is the next, Aaron Ramsdale, shithouse of the year award going to him, I think. But Connor Bradley, good assist maker. He can tell he's come from Liverpool. That running down that right hand side, getting balls into the box. Trent Alexander-Arnold type of style as well. Can score goals as well. So for me, Connor Bradley from Bolton. Next up, Bristol Rovers, 20 goals, Aaron Collins. What a boy. Scores goals, can make goals, can hold the ball up. Old school forward, that's what you want in your side. For me, I'd love him in my Fleetwood side because I think he can do a lot of things right, and he is a vocal point to that side. Burton, Joe Powell, for me, is their best player. On his day, he's one of the better players in this division. There's no suspicion why there's been so much interest in him over the last few years as well. Obviously, I had a drop off this year as Burton been a little bit more poorer, but for me, he's got to be my favourite player at the Brewers. Cambridge, Joe Ironside. I've just said about Collins, he's been a natural goal scorer. He can hold the ball up, and that's what he did. He got a brace at the weekend as well. He's been an absolute phenomenon since he's been at Cambridge as well. I think he scored 14 the year that Mullen got 31, and last year he ended up one of the top goal scorers with Sam Smith. Again, this year started off brightly as well. He never moans, he gets on with it. And that is why Cambridge are doing so well under Mark Bonner. He's their goal scorer, and he thrives off that pressure. Charlton, tough one to call, but I've gone for Fraser, Scott Fraser. I liked him at the Brewers. Obviously struggled at Ipswich, did really well at MK Dons, and now doing okay at Charlton. Had a very good start to the season, scored a few good goals as well. I think he's one of those you can play him in behind a front two or a front three or on the wing as well. So for me, he's a very good player. I think he's best in behind, like through the middle, because he can make those creative runs and play the through balls that he likes to do as well. For me, top player at this level, and that's why he's my favourite Charlton player. Next up, Cheltenham, Alfie May by a shadow of a doubt. It used to be Callum Wright, to be honest. I used to love him, but I love Alfie May's off-the-ball instincts. I love Alfie May's, running in behind, the subtle little runs he makes, the drop in deep, the way he holds on to the ball, the way that he can play in behind the strikers as well to make more room for the likes of Dan Alundu, who's a bit more of a target man. When he doesn't score, he still has a good game, and that for me is a lot in a striker. A lot of strikers at this level score goals, but they don't do much more than that, and you've got a full package in Alfie May. Derby County, Mendes Lang. He is an absolute phenomenon. He's fast, he's skillful, and obviously things have gone on in his life and his career, and this is why he is in League One. But I remember him at Rochdale when he was one of the best players in this league. Obviously struggled at Cardiff and struggled at Wendy to get his authority, but he scored a great goal at the weekend as well, and he's looking like his old self again, which is good to see. Exeter, very hard, but I've gone for Giovanni Brown. Obviously in the Jamaican setup, he's skillful, can take players on. He's got 3 goals, 3 assists this year as well. Non-boy up there with him as well as a brilliant front two. He'll press for you. His game know-how, and I like that. That's why he's my favourite Exeter player. Fleetwood, Alex Cairns. He has been obviously rushed out the team. He won't play for us again probably. He will probably be moving on sooner rather than later. 7 and a bit years we've had Cairns at Fleetwood, and I love him as a person. There's more than just a player. I've had a podcast with him for two and a half hours in lockdown, and he's an absolute top guy, top goalkeeper, and wherever he goes, I will support him. Forest Green Rovers, Jamil Matt, the former Fleetwood man himself. I've got to go for him. He is an absolute baller on his day. If you get the ball to his head and into the box for him and suit his system, he will do really well. The problem is he's never suited League One. He's always been a League Two player, a top-end League Two player, and that's always been his problem. Ipswich, where to choose from? You've got Chaplin, Walton, Morsey. I've gone for Burns though. For me, their best player last year. He got double figures. It was always the case of what can he add to his game at Fleetwood. He's gone and done that at Ipswich. He's a bit more free. He scored loads of goals. He assists loads of goals. His work ethic is second to none. He's very quick. He's very agile. Obviously, a little bit wasteful at Fleetwood at times, but a top player. And he's at a very good football club in Ipswich too. I respect an awful lot. Lincoln, Regan Poole, solid centre-back, always a 7 or an 8 out of 10, a consistent performer. Obviously, you've got your Scullys who have left the football club, who are your players that will go and shine for you. You've got Tom Hopper to score goals, but your Regan Pools don't get noticed enough at League One level. MK Dons, Jack Tucker, another centre-back. Now, there's been a lot on my list that are either out-and-out centre-forwards, players that can play in behind the front two, or solid centre-halves. And if you're building a side, you need a decent, centre-half with, another decent centre-half, obviously, as well. You need someone to play in behind your strikers, and you need some strikers up front. So this is why a lot of my favourite players are in those positions. And Jack Tucker's no different. Obviously, really good at Gillingham, decent on both feet. I think if he was at a better football club than Gillingham, in a bigger football club sense, and who won more games, I don't think he'd be where he is now. I think he could possibly a league up. Morecambe, Connor Ripley. Now, I really like Ripley at Oldham. And then he was good. Obviously, conceded a lot of goals for where Oldham were as well. They were obviously not good enough. Then he went to Preston, and he couldn't find a home there. He obviously had a decent loan spell at Salford, but he's found a home again for the first time in 5 or 6 years. And you can see what it means to him being at Morecambe, being number one. And he's made some top saves this year. And he's not the best goalkeeper in this league, but he's certainly not the worst. Oxford, Kyle Joseph. Really like Kyle Joseph. A bit like Alfie May with the running in behind sense, scoring goals, natural poacher, brilliant striker. Peterborough, Johnson, Clark, Harris. His assist the other day, he basically just bullied off the Portsmouth centre-half, give it Marriott 1-0. He should have scored again with a thunderbolt. He strikes the ball cleanly, hit with venom. He's so good off the ball. He can hold the ball up. He is an unbelievable striker at League One level. Plymouth Argyle, Ballymumba. He's skillful. He takes players on. Reminds me a lot of a Saka type of player. Very good going forward, decent defensively, works hard for the team. You can see why he's been highly rated. Obviously, was at Peterborough last year as well. He's won a couple of penalties for Plymouth this year from just getting into the box with a driving run. And he's created a few goals as well. Vale, Ben Garrity, another attacking midfielder. Not always brilliant, but consistent enough for where Vale need him to be. Good pass to the ball, can score goals. That's what I like. Portsmouth, there's so many I could go for. Colby Bishop. For me, he's a very good player. He scores goals. He was brilliant at Accrington. Double figures last year. The only problem is with Portsmouth, although they've got one of the best squads in the league, and the way they play is phenomenal, and they've got a great manager who knows how to win promotion, they will not win promotion this year because they play 4-4-2. A little Joey Barton joke there for you. Wednesday, Dominic Iorfa, beast, absolute beast. You know, so strong, so powerful. You know, everything that comes into the box, bang away, bang away, bang away. Cheat code at this level. Quite agile, quite fast as well. And I like players like that. But I also like the Lee Gregorys, the Windasses. David Stockdale is just a time waster. And I absolutely love that. You hate it against you, but when he's on your side, you love it. Shrewsbury, Jordan Shipley, baller. I don't think Coventry have been the same since they released him. They need a player like Shipley around. He's a legend down at those parts. And for them to pick up Jordan Shipley in the summer, I think this was their first signing of the summer. And normally your first signing is your main #1 target. And you can see why. He got a goal and assist the other day. Brilliant pass of a ball. I just love him. And finally, Wycombe. There's a lot of players I like from Wycombe, but Anis Mehmeti, unbelievable player. Messy down in those parts. He's come on leaps and bounds in the last few months and years. Brilliant last year, been brilliant this year, and for me, he's my favourite Chairboys player. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please give this video a like. Subscribe if you are new. We're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers, so if you could help me out, that would mean the absolute world to me. Again, thank you for all the support recently. We are just over 500 subscribers away, so any help will be appreciated. Until next time, I will see you later. Let me know all your favourite players down below. I'll see you in the next one.